Has anyone ever offered you special favors to get what they want? I remember when the year started, and the other teachers told me about this perfect grades kid who was known school-wide for his helicopter mom. They warned me, as everyone basically prayed he wasn't going to be in their class this year. She would come into school screaming if you even thought about giving her son a bad grade, but that night, I checked my class list for the first semester and saw his name. I sighed, but I thought, how bad could she actually be? A few days into the school year, she emailed me, mandatory requirements for my son's academic success. And as soon as I opened it, I leaned back in my chair. She demanded we grade all assignments within 24 hours. We had to be available 24/7 for emergency academic consultations. We must ensure my son maintains his perfect GPA. She wanted us to sign it and return it within 24 hours, or she'd take legal action. Who the duck did this lady think she is? I was grading the first test when I saw he got a B-, and I was actually nervous to hand their test back the next day, in fear of what she'd do. However, when I did, the next morning his mom came bursting through my classroom door during first period. 25 students stared as she marched to my desk, demanding to know why his grade wasn't perfect. You liar. You changed his grade on purpose just because he's white. I was really confused, so I calmly showed her his answers that he completely messed up. That's not true. My son is the smartest kid in the whole school. If he got the answers wrong, it's your fault. Security escorted her out, and even though they told her not to come back, that didn't stop her. Turns out her genius son wasn't actually genius at all, because he failed his chemistry test a few days later. I was in the middle of teaching when all of a sudden we heard someone scream out in the hallway. Our entire class went silent, all listening. That same kid's mom had come in unannounced through a side door and went straight for the chemistry teacher. He got 40 on the exam, and she started screaming about how he didn't deserve an F, and how he was actually smarter than them, and we just didn't understand his answers. He showed her how her son obviously didn't try on the entire front side of the test, making the whole class start laughing. The test was multiple choice, and he had just filled in random bubbles, probably not even caring how he did. Even his mom started to realize it wasn't the teacher's fault, so she asked him to come into the hall to talk. However, instead of asking him to let her son retake the test or something reasonable, she started trying to flirt her way out of it. She put her hand on his chest and started unbuttoning her shirt while moving closer, offering him special favors to get him to change the grade. I was in the middle of teaching when we heard him yell, "What the hell is wrong with you?" from down the hall. All of the teachers peeked our heads out to see them arguing, but by then we already knew what was going on. She was on her knees begging him to change his grade all the way from a 40 to a 95, and when he tried to push her off, she wouldn't back off of him. He screamed, "Get the hell off me!" and everyone came running. I was first through the door, and there was this kid's mom on her knees with her hand on his zipper, while he was pressed against the wall looking horrified. A few other teachers had to help grab her, until we had to call the security once again. Once they got there, half of the students in the school all witnessed them pulling that kid's mom down the hallway with her shirt buttoned down, still going on about discrimination. The police met her outside and threw her in cuffs so fast she couldn't even try to offer her special favors to them. Her son was so embarrassed by her, he actually left the school. He graduated online and went to college 3 states away, just to get away from that psycho beach.